If you don't understand the power of content in this world and that it needs to create avenues for conversation, you are missing. My life is so different. It has changed dramatically. I wrote an article. I was pissed off. I was having a terrible cocktail on the plane, and some guy was making me uncomfortable, so I wrote this article. It literally took me 45 minutes. But you're probably asking yourself, what happens if I don't want to write articles, right? Well, you also can write original posts on the feed, but I want you to be very specific. And everyone goes like, I don't know what I'm going to write about. I don't have anything to write about. I literally write posts. If you follow me on LinkedIn, I write posts about things that happen to me every day. Hey, how many people in here get terrible emails from salespeople, prospects? Oh, everyone, right? Well, what happens when you get a good one? This is the best prospecting email I've ever gotten from an SDR in my life. In my life. I will tell you that Melanie right now is a mentee of mine. She's at a company called Lessonly in Indianapolis, Indiana, and she went from being an SDR, now she's their manager and director of sales, which is pretty awesome. But one of the things is that she reached out to me like this. Yes, I tried to hire her, okay? But I think that she had a really cool path. But she wrote it, and then what I did was I literally went through and wrote this post. Said most prospecting emails are complete garbage, but this one was spot on. I then said subject line was this: I love that LinkedIn profile. It got my attention. Most people don't do that. They don't care. They're not being thoughtful when you're reaching out to people as an SDR, okay? But what you also was doing, I also then wrote this thing and I said, hey, look, here's all the things I want to do. I wrote a compelling opening. I provided value because I gave them 4 steps. Note to self, people love steps. Oh man, there are some people right now that are just like 1, 2, oh, she took, and he's gonna go too fast, and they're writing them down because you all love steps. People love it. But then you get to tagging Lessonly. So who do you think saw this when all of a sudden I started tagging Lessonly and where this thing came from? Her CEO saw it. He sent me a message. I told him my entire experience. Homegirl got promoted, which was cool, right? Tag companies, tag people, use applicable hashtags, and then check this out. 26,793 views to that in 3 hours. 9 billion content impressions driven by 3 million people, right? And look at the people. Look at all these things. All second-degree network. These aren't people that I'm connected to. Your stuff will go and float around because on the activity feed, if you like something, if you comment on something, everyone that's connected to you sees that you do that. So they're going to see when it'll literally be in the feed that Jeff Weiner wrote on Marcus's article, and then everybody goes over there. Does this make sense? All right, here's another one. I love this stuff. List posts do really well. Tag companies, tag people at the company. And then this one was really a funny one. You want to add pictures too because of the media, right? So this was when we went down to Dave Ramsey. We were working with the Entree leadership team. If you guys don't know who they are, get your life together and go figure out what they're doing. Entree leadership is incredible. But what I also did was I tagged Cracker Barrel. Okay, listen. I'm 35. I've never been to Cracker Barrel in my life. Is that a sin? Anybody? Anybody love Cracker Barrel? You just like eat and eat and eat and eat and you eat and you never stop eating and then you sit in a rocking chair. I don't feel like it's a good plan for me, but I tagged them in this post. Guess who shared this post? Cracker Barrel. Do you know how many views it got? It got 50,000 in the first minute. Because they were like, this guy's never, I can't believe somebody at 35 years old has never been to Cracker Barrel. It was pretty funny. Here's some other ones. They don't all have to be this related and this simple. Look, best sales question of all time, 20,000. Would you like some help with that? Look, interviews, make sure you're getting the hashtags, 9,000 views. People love photos. They love to engage with that, see what's going on. Those always get really good engagement. And then questions like this. Anybody else do this? I literally was on a plane. I was just like, hey, I only drink ginger ale on airplanes. Any other business travelers out there doing the same thing? Am I alone? Does anybody drink just ginger ale only on airplanes? Oh my God, what is wrong with us? Some guy was like, all these comments were like, yeah, I do Bloody Mary mix, no alcohol. I'm like, what? What are we doing? We're killing ourselves on these airplanes. I think there's a conspiracy. But listen, it doesn't have to be that serious. Conversations start with all kinds of things when you're engaging with people.